Transformers is such an iconic story. I grew up with it. Everyone knows what Transformers is. It's amazing to see this new series. What was it like getting the chance to work on it?
Who wants to take that?
Oh, I can start. It was a really incredible experience. We recorded a lot of it during the pandemic, or at least I did. So having something to look forward to, those little group records that we did was so fun. Just something to brighten up the pandemic, the craziness of it. So I had so much fun, and obviously to be part of such an iconic, uh, just brand is absolutely insane and still blows my mind. So I'm so grateful.
Yes, agreed with all of that. I was delighted when the opportunity to play Bumblebee, beloved Bumblebee. I love Bumblebees in real life. I love Transformers Bumblebee. This was such a thrill. So to be able to play a character that I had the toys when I was a kid and played with them with my brother, and to kind of bring it to this new generation, to my own kids. And then it was just very exciting to be part of this next generation of Transformer storytelling.
Yes, and I didn't expect to be Optimus Prime ever in life. It just was never my trajectory to find myself.
You kind of knew.
I did a lot of long haul trucking in my 20s and 30s. So I did do the research, but I didn't expect it could turn out this good. Yeah, it's a great show because it's this new chapter that we are voicing. It's after the war, so Optimus Prime and Megatron are working together, which is unheard of, man. From the 80s when I was first watching it, that you didn't dare think that could ever happen. And it's tough. It's not easy. They're working together, and some of the Decepticons aren't on the same page yet. And then we've got this new family with these new Terrans, which are not even Autobots, but they're Cybertronians. So, and it's all, not that the work isn't great and the storytelling isn't great, but the battles are so cool. The battles are very cool in this. The animation is fantastic. It just really seems next level to me, the animation. And reminded me, I love watching the episodes, but when they do the action stuff, it's really thrilling. It really grabs you.
Well, Sydney, Alan touched on a part of this I love is that it's a family story in a way, because this is about this family and how they're dealing with the whole situation, but also that they're kind of ingrained in this group of Autobots and Transformers. What was it like working on a story that's actually quite family oriented?
Oh man, it was so fun. Zion is really like a little sister to me, so working with her was so incredible. And just in general, the family dynamic was just so fun to play. I think Robbie gets to kind of step into this role of not wanting to be in Witwicky to finding that he is kind of uh, attached. I won't say how, but attached to these Earthborn Terrans, and that he's gotta, make do and make the best of this situation. So I think he does that and really takes on a big role when the show goes on. So that's all I'll say about it. But it's really exciting to see his journey and character arc.
Well, Danny and Alan, how do you approach something where obviously a lot of people know these voices? How do you approach that you're going to do this voice obviously in a new way? And what does that take? Is it a lot of prep work, or is it really just like, oh no, here's what I'm thinking and there it is?
So yeah, I was given an image of the new Bumblebee with my name across it. And then my first feeling was excitement, followed very closely by fear. Because I knew, like, okay, so what am I supposed to do now with this? So I just started playing with voices in my head, walking around the house, scaring my family by being like, I'm Bumblebee, I'm Bumblebee, Bumblebee. And then I showed up to the record and they were like, just speak normally, Danny. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's my contribution. I have just to bring myself to it, which was freeing in many ways, because I could just be myself in the role, and I didn't have to worry about bringing anything different. It was just inhabiting this character and making sure I, convey Bumblebee's sort of need to be part of the action with the Autobots, but at the same time being in this mentorship role, which he finds himself in this new version. So there's this this whole like element of still got it, but he's kind of been in hiding, so he's been in the woods a little too long, maybe. He's still trying to figure out how to socialize, and I found myself relating to that very easily and very quickly. So
yeah. What about you, Alan?
When I got the email, I didn't even read it properly. I said yes to the job, not realizing what the job was. I saw Prime, and I thought it was a different Prime. I didn't read Optimus. It was as if like my eyes jumped over that word, read Prime. And I did a movie where the Dark of the Moon, the live action one, and there was another Prime in that film. So I knew there were other Primes. So I was like, oh, they're doing new Primes. Cool. I'll be one of those. And I love the Transformers. It's gonna be so cool. It's like it'll be a dream come true. From being a kid and loving the show, I'm actually gonna be in the Transformers. And then as we got closer to the date, I started working on the lines. Everything that was highlighted in my script was Optimus Prime. I freaked out. I did a little bit of trying to talk them out of it. Like, you've made a mistake, certainly. Isn't there a like Sepsis Prime, or I don't know, something that's just like, I don't know, Retreat Prime.
Prime numbers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mathematician.
Yeah, something like that. And they were like, no, we're doing something new. And we worked on it. It was a lot of fun. Playing a general, playing somebody who's the lead, somebody who's leading his troops and having to make very sober, tough decisions. And I don't know. He's got an axe that glows. There's so many cool things about this character. He's like the big dad. He's kind of slow. He talks slow. He's very large, and he says, roll out. And I love it. And from the first time I said that, I got chills, literally got chills. It's when you get something you didn't know you wanted. Like, oh, wow. This is a dream come true I hadn't yet dreamed. How neat. This is great.
Well, your work for the voice is fantastic. So it's great to hear you in this role. The last thing I want to know is, did you all meet before this, or was this really your first chance to be in a room together?
First time. I mean, Alan and I worked together on a show called Powerless. Mm-hmm. So we have been in rooms together before, but this is the first time
since the restraining order got taken away, that we've been able even to be in the same room.
I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna just overlook that. But we don't record together, and we haven't been able to do that. Yeah. So this is kind of delightful to be back in a room together.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. Well, thank you all for the time. I really appreciate it. Danny, I hope you'll bring them along for the Community movie. I think they both need to be in that with you.
Yes, Danny, you do need to bring us along for the Community movie.
We'll see, maybe.
Come on.
Will it be your toy, or will it be you?
Oh. No. Me.
Wait.
No, the toy. No.
If there's a natural way for it to be incorporated, I will bring it up to the board.
Okay.
The Green Down board.
Okay.
Well, thank you all again. I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.